All right. The other thing we did yesterday was we did a little bit of diamond with the full court trap, and I went over some real general rules about trapping and full court press trapping, and I wanted to put them up here just to show you. I mean that there isn't too much information to give them or to give you when it comes to full court press and trapping. I mean, a lot of it is just being aggressive and being instinctive and just practice and practice and practice. Um, but there are some basic concepts that you have to know with every trap. And the idea is that no matter which trap that we teach you, whether it be diamond or 2-2-1 or full court man-to-man trap or whatever it is, the concepts are going to be the same regardless. So, you know, for teams that full court press, which I want to be one that full court presses, the coach has to give up quite a lot of control, which is fine, as long as the players are on board with just the basic concepts of it. And with each press, we're going to go through different alignments of like where the players are, but the concepts are all going to be the same. Like for example, you'll see this video is the actual diagrams don't go that far. So this is diamond, and the idea is that the four-man is going to be all over the ball, but as opposed to our man-to-man press where he's literally right on top of him, trying to prevent nothing from coming in. Here, it's much more important that the four stops the ball from getting this way. Okay, going long corner. The reason why is because he's going to trap the first pass, and he doesn't want to have to make this really long run over there. So the idea is to angle it so, worst case, the ball comes in over here. Um, Now you'll see the alignment of the other guys, the three and the two. The three is responsible for guarding this area, foul line extended and below. Really, it's going to be to get on that one as soon as he gets the ball. The two is on the other side, the exact same, and his responsibility is to get on the three if the ball comes in this way. The one is going to be roaming along with wherever the ball is. So here, actually, the one is kind of not in perfect position. He should be along where the ball is because he's got to stop from the inbound this long pass over here. So he's got to be right where the ball is. If the four runs this way, the one runs this way. If the four runs this way, the one runs this way. And five is basically as deep as the deepest man. The ball cannot get over his head. And if it does, if someone else gets a fast break, he's got to stop it. And that's just the way it is. So you'll see that, ball comes in and you have an automatic trap. And even wrote all this down, and I just went over with you guys really, really, basic concept. In every single trap, it's the same. You're going to have the two closest guys trap. The next two closest guys are going to be there to intercept the pass out of the trap, and one safety. And it doesn't matter what formation you're in. That's the real basic general rule that you have to remember. If you never remember where you're supposed to go, that's the thing you have to remember. Two closest guys trap, two next guys intercept, and then one safety. And the idea is that these two interceptors have to be able to stop three passes, right? One could try to pass it back, or he could try to, hit some guy who's probably flashing to the middle, or float or throw it down the sideline. So it's a joint effort. On the one hand, you need to have the trappers put enough pressure on him that he makes it really obvious which way he's passing. And these two interceptors have to be really, real smart players and just kind of watching the one's eyes and watching the guy's shoulders and figuring out where he's going to pass the ball and just kind of cheat that way. And when I say it's a team effort, again, if the three and the four just don't do a good job trapping and lets the one just stand here and picks wherever he wants to throw, and this is just never going to work because the one and the two really just can't guard three people. But if the four and the three really get on him, really get on him, then he's going to have to start pivoting, and he's going to give away which way he's throwing the ball, and then these guys can cheat and intercept it. So I put some real basic rules of trappers. If you are going to be in a trap, you want to corral the guy. Okay, you don't want to just run at him. You want to take your time and just kind of get over there and work as a team and just kind of corral him and just kind of just get him, just kind of just get him. That's the best way I can describe it. The other thing is don't foul. There's no reason ever to foul 85 feet from the basket. Okay, so much can happen between now and then that you don't need to foul. Uh, you're not allowed to get split, and you're not allowed to get up sideline. So once you start to corral this guy, it's up to the three to stop him from going sideline. He cannot get beat this way. And the four's job, and I would say both their job, is to make sure they don't get split. It's not that easy, but if you could do this right, I mean, this is a very, very powerful way to play. Um, and as I said before, you got to force the obvious pass. I mean, you got to do a really good job at pressing him and trapping him, such that the other guys, that these interceptors can know which way the ball is going out of this trap. Um, the real thing you got to remember here is it's not up to the three and the four to steal the ball out of the trap. I mean, you're really never going to get a steal out of this. What the idea is that you got to pressure on the ball, but steal off the ball. It's up to the interceptors here to make these steals. So force obvious pass, read eyes and shoulders, and probably the most important thing of all for everybody is if we do a lousy job trapping and this ball comes out, let's say a penetrating pass to the three. I mean, at that point, at that instant, I say the house is on fire. That means that everybody's in a state of emergency and everybody's got to just sprint back and just try to fix it and communicate and pick up ball and pick up man and then get back into your defense. And that's really the key, because if you can gamble as much as you want in the press but still get back, then you're really not risking anything, because worst case you get back and best case you make something happen out here. So we're gonna tighten this up, over the course of time, and we're gonna get really good at this. But it's important to not give you guys too much information. Right? Just be aggressive, and realize it's two trappers, two interceptors, one defense, one safety, and again, for this alignment, this is diamond. Okay, and just know where you got to go, and be ready that once the basket is made, you're right in it. Okay, don't hesitate. You got to just get right into your position. So we did a little of that yesterday as well.